This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the pass. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bring in the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, going up top. Fires left. Got him downfield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they...
There he goes! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's loose. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. We can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
To the air, it's Underwood. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he added the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's looking deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Got it in the middle. It's Cleescore. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A rare but treasured occurrence when 2 of the biggest brands in the sport meet up. We got that last year in Ann Arbor. Michigan and Texas. The Longhorns dominated that game. The Wolverines looked outclassed. And you got to know they don't want to let that stand.
What a cool moment. Like, the brand of Texas going up to Michigan in a non-conference game. Like, I love seeing non-conference games that really matter. In the end, it didn't, because Texas bludgeons Michigan. Michigan's going to want some revenge.
And I thought that might have been Quinn Ewers' best game as a Texas Longhorn. Going up against the Michigan defense that had multiple first-round picks. He was so good under duress. I think that's going to be a big question in this one. Can Michigan's defense step up and finally make the big plays on critical down and distances?
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wolverines are on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown. And this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets the give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Manning. Caught near the sticks, it's Wingo. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. They've got the screen set up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Under fire. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down?
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play, you're trying to get it through the air, nothing open downfield, and he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making.
Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Inside seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Unloads to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. To running room. Touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a seam wide open. Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Finds his man. It's Baxter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Mark. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them.
Ernie on the Jets. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw to the outside is complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Here's a heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field, too. But I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of said, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, number 19. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Bringing it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Tag them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 38 over the Groupers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give on the counter. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like...